Pokémon fans, collectors, and investors, something massive is happening in the world of Pokémon TCG right now. The market is surging, rare cards are hitting insane prices, and demand is skyrocketing. Whether you're here for the nostalgia, competitive play, or financial gains, this boom is affecting you. In this video, we're diving deep into what's happening, why it's happening, and how you can make smart moves in this evolving landscape. Let's get into it. So, how do we know there's a boom happening? Let's take a look at some key indicators that prove we are in the middle of a Pokémon TCG explosion. First, the surge in card prices. We're seeing rare, high-graded cards reaching prices that were unthinkable just a few years ago. A PSA 10 base set Charizard recently sold for over $250,000, and modern hits like the Alt Art Umbreon from Evolving Skies are climbing in value as well. If you've been paying attention to auction sites, social media marketplaces, or even your local card shop, you've likely noticed that prices on sought-after cards are consistently trending upwards. Another sign of the boom is the scarcity of sealed product. Booster boxes, elite trainer boxes, and exclusive Pokémon Center items are selling out within minutes of release. Scalpers and resellers are playing a huge role in this, snapping up inventory as soon as it becomes available. It's frustrating for casual collectors, but it also proves that demand is through the roof. Stores simply cannot keep up with the growing interest. Next, let's talk about the growing Pokémon TCG competitive scene. Major tournaments are seeing record-breaking participation, and Pokémon itself is investing more resources into play. Pokémon events. Prize pools are getting bigger, and with more players entering, the competitive landscape is shifting. Deck prices are going up as meta-relevant cards become harder to find, and this, in turn, feeds the demand for singles and sealed product. And of course, we can't ignore the influence of content creators. Big-name YouTubers and Twitch streamers are fueling the hype by opening vintage packs, discussing market trends, and showcasing insane collection finds. The impact of influencers in this space is undeniable. When a major creator highlights a specific card or set, prices often spike overnight due to the sheer volume of viewers looking to jump in. Finally, we have search interest and social media buzz. According to Google Trends, searches for Pokémon TCG investing and best Pokémon cards to buy have surged dramatically over the past year. Forums, Facebook groups, and Discord servers dedicated to collecting and trading are more active than ever. The Pokémon community is thriving, and that's a clear sign that we're in the midst of a major market boom. Now that we know a boom is happening, let's talk about why it's happening. What's causing this explosive growth in the Pokémon TCG market? There are several key factors at play here, and together they're creating the perfect storm for skyrocketing demand. First, nostalgia is playing a massive role. Millennials who grew up with Pokémon in the late 90s and early 2000s now have disposable income. Many are rediscovering their childhood passion and diving headfirst into collecting again. At the same time, a new generation of kids is discovering Pokémon for the first time. Thanks to the continued success of the games, the anime, and the Pokémon Go phenomenon. This overlap of old and new fans means the Pokémon TCG has never been more popular. Another key factor is scarcity and artificial demand. Pokémon has been releasing lower print runs for chase cards, making them harder to find in packs. This leads to FOMO, or fear of missing out, which drives up prices as collectors rush to grab rare cards before they disappear. Combine that with people hoarding sealed product, and you have a perfect recipe for rising values. Big money is also entering the market. We're seeing more investors treating Pokémon like the stock market, analyzing trends, and buying up key collectibles. High-profile collectors are spending six figures on rare items, further fueling speculation. Finally, we can't ignore the fact that Pokemon's 30th anniversary is right around the corner. Major milestones always drive hype, and with Pokémon celebrating 3 decades of success, you can bet the Pokémon Company has special releases planned that will send collectors into a frenzy. Now that we understand the Pokémon TCG boom and why it's happening, let's talk about what it means for you. Whether you're a casual collector, a competitive player, or someone investing in Pokémon cards, this surge has both positives and negatives. Let's break it down. If you're a collector, this boom is a double-edged sword. On the one hand, your collection is likely increasing in value. Cards that were once considered cheap are now worth significantly more. And if you've been holding on to sealed products, you might be sitting on a gold mine. However, this also means that finding affordable cards to complete your collection is harder than ever. Sealed products sell out instantly, and scalpers are making it difficult for genuine fans to get their hands on new releases at retail prices. So, if you're a collector, patience is key. Prices will fluctuate, and not every card will hold its current value long-term. If you're chasing your dream collection, be strategic. Set alerts for restocks, trade with trusted sellers, and don't overpay due to FOMO. If you're a competitive player, this boom has had a huge impact on the metagame. Staple cards for top-tier decks are becoming more expensive, making it difficult for new players to enter the scene. Some competitive decks that used to be budget-friendly are now costing 2 to 3 times as much. However, Pokémon TCG Live and the online market have helped balance this out. Some players are shifting to digital play instead of spending hundreds on physical cards. The trick is to stay updated on reprints. Whenever a card gets reprinted, its price usually drops. If you're playing competitively, keep an eye on upcoming sets, as new releases can impact the secondary market and make certain decks more affordable. If you're an investor, you're likely watching this boom closely. Pokémon cards have become an asset class, with people buying and holding rare cards like they would stocks or cryptocurrency. The challenge is knowing what to buy and when to sell. Right now, vintage-graded cards are skyrocketing in value, and certain modern chase cards are gaining traction too. But be cautious, not every card will continue rising. Some modern cards are seeing inflated prices due to artificial scarcity. If you're investing, focus on historically valuable sets, cards with long-term significance, and avoid impulsive buying based on hype alone. Now that we understand the boom and how it affects different types of collectors and players, let's talk about how you can make smart moves in this evolving market. Whether you're looking to build your collection, compete, or invest, there are strategies you need to know to avoid pitfalls and make the most of this Pokémon TCG explosion. One of the biggest mistakes people make during a boom is buying into the hype without thinking ahead. Just because a card is skyrocketing in value now doesn't mean it will hold that price forever. Some cards will peak and drop as the market stabilizes, especially modern releases. Always do your research before making a big purchase.
That's like the rarest.
If you're in this for the long game, sealed product is historically one of the safest bets. Booster boxes, elite trainer boxes, and special collection sets tend to appreciate over time, especially once they're out of print. But be strategic.
That's crazy.
Not every set will be a gold mine.
Wow.
Focus on sets with popular chase cards, strong demand, and historical significance.
And Suicune.
Keeping sealed products stored properly is also crucial. Humidity, temperature, and storage
is that Champion's Path?
Can
Yo, he's being so careful with it.
So invest in proper protection.
Green code card W.
Long term.
Oh.
With graded cards fetching premium prices, now might be the time to get your high-value cards professionally graded. PSA, Beckett, and CGC are the top graded
His hands are shaking, dude.
But turnaround times and costs vary.
That's so good.
Focus on cards that are already valuable or in pristine condition. Grading
well
common
done,
cards
Jacob.
or heavily played ones may not be worth it. Grading adds
She's
legitimacy
petting
and
him.
protection, making cards
Oh,
more
he didn't even have the
desirable to
sleeve.
collectors and
Cast
investors alike.
All right.
Rude,
The
and we
Pokémon
got the
TCG
Oh,
market
big.
moves fast.
Big,
Keeping
man.
up with trends can mean
That's
the
so
difference between
sick.
making a smart investment
my
and
God.
overpaying
So
for
good.
a card that's about to dip.
That's such a
Follow
great
trusted
card.
sources. Check market
Man.
data on sites
Bro, he's
like
blushing and
eBay
everything.
We got
TCG
this
Player.
Snorlax.
Yup.
Jesus
Stay active
Christ,
in the
this is not what I
community.
thought it was gonna be, man.
Also,
That's
be
awesome.
aware of
Oh
upcoming
my
reprints.
gosh. I thought that was
sudden
gonna be
reprint
freaking
can tank a
I
card's
thought that was gonna be an
value
energy
overnight.
card, man.
If you're
the
holding
shiny
on
energy
to a
cards,
valuable
the golden
modern
energy cards.
card,
All right,
consider
man, this
selling
kid's been
before a
ripping,
reprint
dude.
announcement
Look at all his
causes
packs
prices
everywhere,
to
bro. He's
drop.
busting boxes.
Not every card will
Okay,
be
see
a
it?
winner. Be
Just rip a
wary of
vape in the
modern
background. You
chase
hear
cards
that?
with
Can he see what
inflated
he's pulling, or
prices.
is this just all
Some
like?
may hold value, but others could crash once the hype fades.
What's your fingers?
Stick to historically significant sets, rare
Dude, that's
promos,
so
and
good.
cards with long-term appeal. If you're
That's so
investing,
good.
Always have an exit
He
strategy.
didn't even know,
Know
bro.
when
The
to
dad,
hold,
the
when
dad
to
was like,
sell,
"Watch
and
your
when
fingers."
to wait for a better opportunity. The Pokemon
Is he-
TCG boom
Man,
is here.
So
and
we got
it's
an
just
inhaler for
getting
this kid,
started.
dude. That's
Whether
so
you're
good.
playing, collecting, or investing,
He's like, he's being
staying
so
informed
careful
is
with it.
key. What
Look,
are your
he-
thoughts on this boom?
He's shaking, bro.
Do you think prices will keep rising? Let me know
Oh,
in the
that's
comments
so
below.
good. The dad, calm
And
down.
if you found this video helpful,
What a cool
make
moment.
Sure to like,
Oh, what a cool
subscribe,
moment.
and hit that
Good on that
notification
kid.
bell so you don't miss
Jeez,
any
dude.
updates on the
Oh, that
latest
was so
Pokemon
great.
trends.
I really didn't want to have
Until
to do
next
this. Like,
time,
I actually didn't
happy
want to have to.
collecting.
Is this?